something important here.
I'm counting on it.
You're counting on it. That's the beauty of video editing. You know, everything you said was important because you can edit it out. All the other things that you said. But the fastest way to Pro 7, the fastest way to elite status for somebody who has maybe an existing organization, maybe they're Pro 5, maybe they're Pro 4, maybe, you know, is to actualize the potential in your existing group. There is so much. I mean, if I look at so many legs in my business, there is so much potential. If I'm able to actualize that, I'm going Pro 11. I'm going Pro 12. I'm going presidential faster. That's the fastest way. Now, in reality, you know, I can't force anybody to actualize, right, their potential. But I'm going to tell you, we leave so much potential ungarnered and ungathered, either because we're afraid to talk to people, you know, in our group, maybe, and I can speak for myself, because you don't know how to talk to them. You don't know what to say, or you're just, you know, you don't want to come off too strong, you know, and scare them away. And maybe you've had these conversations with them a couple of times, and, you know, they were kind of forever getting ready to get ready. You know, some of you were there, right? Getting ready to get ready. And you don't know how to help them cross that bridge. And that's reality. You know, that's a reality. But I'm absolutely convinced that when you figure out how to create team, how to bring people to that team, and how to build that team and help them actualize their potential, it just absolutely changes your business. And tonight, part of what we're going to be talking about is going to be aimed directly at the bullseye of what is necessary to help people actualize their business. What is necessary to go from one person, to three people on your front line, to 9, to 27, right? To 81, kind of a thing. So with that, I want to welcome everybody. Drop in the comment section. We're not on Facebook. Drop in the chat box. Okay. Drop in the chat box one takeaway that you got from convention. Wow, what an amazing, amazing convention. We're going to recap just a few things. This is not a recap. We're going to tell you everything for those who may have missed convention. We're going to give you 4 things tonight, 3.5 things that, I take it back, there's 4, that can absolutely rock solid change your business, okay? That you need to know about and implement. And we're not going to go through every single announcement at convention, but for those who were at convention, by the way, you have until, I believe, November. There's a date in November. I don't know what that date is. I can tell you. I'll tell you here a little later in the broadcast when I look up the email from my account manager. But you have November 24th. You have until November 24th to log in to that lifevantage.brand.live site, and there's so many. There are breakouts. There are science sections, the general sessions. I'll tell you one aha moment, because right now where Seth Mulder is, Seth Mulder wants to grow. I want to grow me and grow my business. I am so ready. I am so ready for Executive Master Pro 10. I am so ready for Presidential Pro 10. And I can say that I'm so ready, but until I get my butt and my legs to do those things to get me there, I'm all talk. And so I'm so hungry and so willing to learn, so willing not to be this, you know, if you're always the smartest guy or girl on the Zoom or on the meeting, you're not going to grow. So you know, it's awesome when, I can't remember his first name, but Stein, is it Alan? Anyway, Blank Stein Jr., the coach, the conditioning and strength and fitness coach who coached, you know, all of those amazing basketball players. And I'm in the basketball world, so that really resonated with me. But when he talked about Kobe Bryant, and I've heard that story before, but it just hit me about, you know, Kobe said, you know, Kobe getting up, hey, Kobe, can I watch your practice? Can I watch your private, your private session with Kobe's strength coach. Hello? Kobe Bryant has a conditioning and fitness coach? Yeah, he does. He's the best in the world at what he does, but he needs to utilize other people in order to bring out the best in him. As good as Kobe was, and arguably at that time the best player in the world, okay, he didn't just say, I know it all, and I'm just going to do what I already know. He had somebody there, a coach, specific to what he was working on, pushing him at 4 a.m. And so Stein Jr., right, the speaker, our keynote speaker, I'm just going to call him Stein Jr. because I can't remember his first name right now. But, he said, hey, Kobe, can I watch it? Yeah, you can watch me, 4 o'clock. And he's like, 4 o'clock? He's like, 4 a.m., dude. And he goes and gets there at 3:45, and Kobe was already there in a sweat. Okay. And Kobe worked for over an hour on the basics, like the most basic foot moves, not fadeaways, not 3-pointers, not raise ups, not the most simple, rudimentary, pragmatic, basic footwork that you could work on. And he's like, the conversation, the punchline was, Kobe, I can't imagine that you just did that. That was so surprising. He's like, well, why do you think I'm the best in the world? It's because I never get tired of the basics. And if that's one of my takeaways. And I tell you, I felt an inspiration in my bones, knowing where I want to go, knowing that I have to do more of the same thing, and also be willing to take myself to a new level in order to get where I want to go, presidential. And it just spoke to me. And I said, I've got to listen to this talk 10 times. So that's one of my to-dos, is to listen to that one. Yes, by the way, Fred Hodges, Lisa Patton on UK Time Management. That was a bomb. Okay, so many good things there. So take a look at that chat box. So much good stuff coming in there. And if you're typing in the chat box, what you have to realize is that you are making this meeting happen. And that's one of the takeaways you really need to take away as well, is in an online business, when you participate, that in order to build, you have to participate. You have to be one of the conversation people, not just the person watching, okay? Not just kind of the disinterested, disconnected, or excited, follower. You have to be a creator, okay? So with that, I'm 4 minutes past the time he's supposed to get on, but Alan Stein Jr., it was Alan, thank you. I was feeling good about that. So I want to introduce our first guest tonight. Are you here, guest? You know who you are. 7:05 to 7:10. Are you here, guest?
The guest is here.
All right. So
hey, wait. Am I the half the guest that you had on? Am I the 0.5?
No, I was trying to. No, you're actually 1.0. You are the first. You were the first of 4 things. I was trying to remember if we had 3 or 4 major announcements on tonight, and you have 1.0. So you are a full person. I want to share, I just love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. I'm so grateful to have him as part of our executive team, as part of one of the guys. I'm telling you, this guy is in our corner, and he wants us to be successful. At the drop of a hat, he's gonna make sure that he does whatever he can within the realm of his, I don't even want to say job description, but I'll just say his mission and his vision to really bless us. And what a just, Brian, I want to say, man, I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for coming on. Brian Dixon is here to share 1.0. If you've missed out, okay, if you're just joining us, if you missed out on LifeVantage lately, if you've been on a hiatus for 6 months, or if you've been on a hiatus for 6 years, tonight we're going to share with you 4 things that can really define and change you as a person, change your health, and change your business. Because I'm just in go mode. It's all gas, no brakes. The first of those is a long-awaited and desired and clamored for addition to the Axio flavorage and the dispensary. How we get it? Let me give it up to the one and only Dr. Brian Dixon.
Yeah, Seth, thanks for having me. And, Seth and I only connected about an hour ago. So you've got to forgive me what I've got going on. I don't know if I go hat or no hat or what, but it just feels unprofessional to be on a call with Seth and have a hat on. So I just, thanks for having me. And, Seth, I appreciate the opportunity, even on what was my fault, kind of short notice for returning your call. But look, I love this group. I have nothing but the most amazing things to say about Seth and his leadership and what he does for this company. Let's do it. But talking about convention really quick. I was just texting with Justin Rose and some of the other guys and gals in the sales department. If you still want to see what happened at convention and maybe you didn't register for the actual live event, the sales team has made it possible for you to go on and register. That popcorn looks delicious. I swear I can smell it through the computer. But you guys can still register and still watch for convention. It's available for 30 days after Sunday. So plenty of time to watch it. And you can see in the chat just how many cool takeaways there were from all the different guests that were on. Like, it really was amazing. And look, I'm 5'0". And a guy that's 5'0" has no business being interested in basketball. In fact, I've always hated it a little bit because I always felt you had to be a mutant to be able to play it. But really, as Seth said, Blankstein Jr. or Alan Stein Jr., for me, it really resonated. I mean, all the stuff he talked about the basics, but what really resonated with me was living in the moment. And if you think about, how many points a basketball player can put up in a game, think back to someone who was famous back in my day, but Michael Jordan. That guy would take just crazy shots, and he made a lot of them, made him famous, but he also missed a lot. But that whole concept of living in the moment, take the shot. If you miss it, let it go. It's in the past. You got to get mentally prepared for the next shot that you're going to take. And for me, that just really hit home. Stop dwelling on the past. Just think about the now and the moving forward. I mean, there's a famous quote from the Dalai Lama. There's only 2 days you can't do anything about, and that was yesterday and tomorrow. So you may as well focus on the now. So there's so many amazing tidbits. So you still have the opportunity to watch. Like Seth said, that stuff is still there. If you did register for 30 days, there's a whole bunch of breakouts that really didn't get a lot of coverage. So go in and watch those. I worked with the scientific advisory board to put together a huge product training. So we cover every product that's in there. So if you want to kind of brush up on your product knowledge, we have those modules in there as well. So just a ton of value that you're going to get for the next 29 or so days. But I think what I'm the most happiest about is the new Axio flavors that we've launched. And they all taste absolutely amazing. And this is probably by far the most requested product request I have gotten. We need new and different flavors of Axio. So, as you can see, that I've got them here in 3D. They live, they exist. You can order tonight and get them. I mean, they're in the warehouse ready to ship. So if you didn't hear what those flavors were, in the decaf options, we've got purple grape, tastes absolutely unbelievable. We've got orange cream. I don't know if you guys have ever had those creamsicle popsicles when you were a kid, or maybe you still enjoy them as an adult like I do, but that vanilla ice cream wrapped in orange sherbet, that's exactly what this Axio captures. In terms of the caffeinated flavors, we've got tropical twist, unbelievable, somewhere between a pineapple and other tropical fruits mixed in there. We've got strawberry splash, just kind of like the name says. It's a nice, refreshing, sometimes strawberry drinks can be really syrupy and heavy, but this is a nice, light, refreshing strawberry that's going to taste delicious. I've got 2 favorites. Candied apple, definitely one of my favorites. It's somewhere between a green apple and a pear, but I'm not supposed to say the pear flavor because that didn't sell so well, but it tastes unbelievable. So it's a sour green apple flavor with just a touch of sweetness. And then black licorice. Everyone thought I was crazy by releasing black licorice, but it tastes unbelievable. So don't let the name scare you away if you're on the fence about black licorice. I promise it's still nice, light, refreshing with just that hint of anise flavor that's in there. But this flavor is also a little bit special because it's not sweetened with stevia. Some people can be just a little bit sensitive to stevia. It can have a funny aftertaste in your mouth. So something else we've gotten a lot of requests for was not only new flavors of Axio, but can you sweeten something without stevia? So here we use monk fruit and then just a tiny little bit of good old fashioned sugar. And there's no increase in calories. So tastes great. If you have issues with stevia, that's going to be your go-to. So they're still available. They're only available while supplies last. Was just checking this evening. The 6-pack is still available. Well, let me back up. You can buy the individual flavors for the same price as $50.99 as the current Axios. But because we're able to finally offer it in a bulk, environmentally friendly container, including the lids and scoops, we're able to put just a few more servings in there. So for the same price in these tubs, you actually get 35 servings. It comes with this very convenient kind of small scoop, if you can see that. So it's not that huge scoop that we have in the protein or the prebiotic. It actually fits perfectly like with a water bottle. So don't worry if you love to get that in the water bottle, it fits. I just put my thumb, push it down a little bit, put it on top, give it a little bang, and it just drops right in the water bottle. So still just as convenient, maybe not as portable. Something else we've heard some feedback on is, gosh, we love to use Axio to sample, but these aren't the flavors you want to be sampling with. Sample with the ones that are in the packet, because these are only available while supplies last. So this is something we did specifically for our existing distributors and customers, and just want to put a nice new flavor twist on these products. And they all taste amazing. In fact, I'd argue they all taste better than maybe even our current offerings. I don't know if I should say that too loudly, but they taste amazing. If you haven't tried them, get your hands on them. Obviously available in the US. They're available NFR to Canada. And just in case anybody might be on here from New Zealand, you can also call into customer service and order everything except the 6-pack. And I forgot to talk about the special on the 6-pack. So forgive me for jumping all around here, but you can buy the 6-pack for $274.99. It comes with that free shaker bottle, so you don't even have to worry about this anymore. We got you covered with the water bottle. Shake them up and go, 250 points. So an amazing deal. Try them all. We're going to be following up with surveys as well. So if we just see hands down overwhelming acceptance of one of the flavors, who knows, maybe you'll see it as more of a full-time offering. We'd also love to get your feedback on what you think of the bulk containers versus the stick packs as well. So, but only people who actually purchase the products are going to be eligible, and only people who purchase the 6-packs are going to be eligible. We want to get nice equal feedback on the different flavors. So same ingredient deck, just new flavors on your same old favorite.
So Brian, walk us through, I mean, like I'm already going through withdrawal and I haven't even had any of these yet. I got my tracking number today. Like I'm already worried that I'm not like I'm feeling like I need to stock up on this stuff because it's LTO.
You should, yeah, you should definitely stock up. Once they're gone, they're gone. Unless, we have to bring a flavor back by popular demand or something. But yeah, don't miss out, you guys. This we don't know how often this is going to come along. We've got a few flavors in our back pocket. We partnered with just an unbelievable flavor house who's used to flavoring really difficult things to flavor. And, many national brands have they work with. And I guarantee that you all have tried some of the products that they've worked with in the past. I mean, they're a big deal and they're able to do some fun things. And, that's also one reason why we're so excited about black licorice. I mean, again, everyone thinks I'm crazy for rolling that out, but it just shows what we can do when we want to put our heads down, get innovative, and then especially make this distributor base unbelievably happy. So we're listening to all your feedback. So please keep it coming.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you so much, Brian. And before you go, Brian, I've got something for you, but one of the things I think we also need to realize is, this is a business. You guys are going to make what we sell, right? You're going to make what we run out of. And if we can constantly, it's about supply and demand, business 101. So if we want more flavors, then it's simple. We consume more. I don't know how I can consume more more Axio than I already do, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay. And we need to share it more. And that's the easy answer. If we share that, if we use Axio, if we upsell it, if we educate people about it and our customers about it, we're going to be talking about that later today. Eileen Whipple's got an incredible presentation later today about customers and inviting our customers to share. But we just got to move product, guys. So my recommendation is you stock up. I bought 3 6-sets. I bought 3 6-sets, and I sold a 6-set to a customer already. And I'm already thinking that maybe I don't have enough because I live on Axio. So we're going to be doing that. The other thought I had, Brian, was, I don't know, as you were showing all those flavors and going through them, I had this flashback. Anybody else have this flashback to when you were a kid and you got like, back in the day, it was like 30, like a 24 ounce was a big deal, right? It was long before the days of 44 ounces, right? And so what would we do when we had like 12 flavors to choose from on that soda rack? Anybody else with me?
You'd mix them all up, right?
Suicide. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna go live in CEO. I'm gonna go live in CEO with my suicide. And in fact, anybody who goes live in CEO, in the CEO Facebook community, taste testing their suicide, we will throw some CEO armor, some swag, your choice, any one thing. Just do that video, upload it, and we'd love to see that. But Dr. Brian, you're wearing a hat. You know, I'm wearing a hat today. We need to get you one of these. So when you come on here, you feel totally comfortable. So today, your choice. Your choice. Do you want the gray? Do you want the black? We have pink here too. So somebody's got to be wearing a pink hat. I didn't have that one in my locker personally. And we've got the blue. Which one of these do you want us to send so that you can join us properly on these CEO broadcasts?
Well, does it come clean, or do I get the used one? No, hey, that blue one's pretty sharp. I'll take you up there if you don't mind.
All right. When the next blue run should be off in about 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. We'll get one of these to you. The ones that I wear, they're already on eBay and they're already at 7 figures. So I'm sorry. We'll send you a new one and you can imbue it with fame and sweat. Hey,
do you mind if I say? Do you mind if I say one more thing before I take off? But I heard you as you were kicking off here about re-engaging with especially old distributors, you know, people who are maybe lukewarm and being active. Like, what a great way to reach out to someone who might be a little sleepy in your organization and just try to, you know, hang these carrots out in front of them and just say, hey, did you hear you love Axio? We rolled out some new flavors. I mean, this is a great way to get the conversation going again. All the new things that I know you're going to be talking about later in the call too, all great excuses to reach out and talk to people you maybe haven't talked to in a while. So you guys follow the leader, right? I mean, Seth's been obviously successful in this business. He's a wonderful leader. Just follow his example and do what Seth does. That's my best advice. And all the other wonderful leaders on this call as well. You guys follow the leader. You won't go wrong.
Awesome. Hey, big kudos. Thank you so much, Dr. Brian Dixon, taking evening time, helping us burn a little CEO midnight oil. Thank you. Your hat is reserved, Dr. Brian. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Next thing we're going to move on. All right, moving on. Elite Pro 7 Bob Robbins out of Arizona. Going to be talking something near and dear to my heart. And frankly, this is something that most distributors in our industry do not participate in. Now, you don't have to participate in this specific type of expansion to build a business. Certainly you can do it all in one country, but I have lived much of my career hopping from country to country to country, eating all kinds of edible and inedible foods and building my business internationally. And so I want to turn this over. There's some exciting stuff that I just don't think you can ignore happening. And it's a reason for some people to get off the bleachers and get on the playing court, get into the field with some of the new market openings and pre-market that's coming. So let's give it up to Elite Pro 7, Bob Robbins.
Thank you, Seth, so much. Appreciate you giving me a minute to talk about, again, something that's near and dear to our hearts. And that is global expansion and markets. And as we've been a part of this, right, we've had the opportunity to break bread with you and have breakfast in Ireland. We went over there, and we've got Don Monterola, which has been on some of our CO meetup calls and has been on some of the things. And and over there and have a team growing in that area. We also have a team in Japan, May in Japan, growing as well. And I will tell you in Canada, as a matter of fact, Binky is on here and Marjorie Ham and others. And what I would just tell you is excited about is that as growing this business and building relationships and working down in depth, we have a Filipino community, as you might want to call her, a Filipino tribe, and an amazing group of people that love to help others. They love and are committed to helping their family. They're committed to doing that. And one of the things that we know is that there's been some expansion, right? We've opened up recently in Singapore, right? And seeing growth there and great things. And we've heard from the financial call as well in the fourth quarter that was when that was reported to, and products in Malaysia. But what we're super excited about is the idea that the Philippines, we're hearing that they're going to projected, right, to open up fourth quarter of 2021, something of that. But realizing we have pandemic, right? We have other things going on in the world that may control those things. And so we do not have a fixed date as of yet. But what I will tell you that we have seen in other markets with other leaders is that when the idea of these markets getting close, that they're going in and finding who that they associate with now, who of their friends have family and friends, much of like what we're talking about with the friends and family, benefits that we have right now with the products and the discounts that can be done, that promotion that's going on. But who do you know that knows somebody in the Philippines? Who do you know that knows somebody that has family in the Philippines? I will tell you is there's a number of those that are on our team that are here, and we are so excited. And what we are doing is that we are looking for business builders. I think the customers will come, right? But what we're looking for right now is someone that's excited, that has connections, that has ties in that new market. And we're looking to share information that we're coming to town. It's coming. We don't know exact date yet, but it's coming. And do you want to be first? Do you want your friends and family to be first, right? And what we are building is we are building a vision, right, to where we can talk to others, talk about business builders, so that when day one hits, we have the ability to literally, like when this company very first launched, if you will talk to some of those initial distributors, there's some that launched right out of the chute in that first week that went Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5, Pro 7. We have the ability to do that for them over there. I've heard many people talk about what an amazing presentation that the Attorney General Sean Reyes gave, and his story about where his parents came from. And when he talked about, right, living the American dream, that we have that opportunity to provide to others, and they don't have to immigrate here to the United States to be able to participate in that dream. And that's what's so exciting about international expansion. And I know that we have the leaders now to do, when we go into that market, it's going to be right. I am so excited. Matter of fact, I will tell you is that we're doing team calls. Again, Marjorie Ham that is on here. Love her like a daughter. She is very much like those that are attracted to her. She works incredibly hard. She has one of the biggest hearts that I know. And she has been committed since the beginning of this of helping her family and those that she knows and loves in the Philippines and all over. Again, love that tribe. But we're super excited. But right now is the opportunity to work hard. How many times have you heard others talk about catching that wave, right? That you've got to paddle really, really hard before the wave gets to you. If you wait to ask people, do you know anyone in the Philippines? Would you like to have an opportunity to have an international business? We're going to open up there. If you wait until that market opens, the wave's going to pass you by, I'm afraid. It may still be a little bit, but it's not going to be the same. So I would just encourage you to be aware of that. I love the fact of the international market. And I will tell you is that there are meetings that are going to be going on. You need to let your leaders know, again, on the CEO community and in the meetups that are going on, as far as also with the power hours. information's being talked about. Seth is willing to share and give answers and things and stuff and help us, but we would love to help any of you. So again, Seth, thank you so much for allowing me to talk just a little bit about what I'm super excited about. What had me up at 4:30 this morning, right? Doing one of those meetings and participating with that as Marjorie Ham, Binky, others, Dawn, that were on there from literally around the globe, meeting and talking to their friends and friends of friends to let them know that we're coming to town, and get excited, get ready. Who wants to change their lives? So thank you, Seth.
Wow, thank you so much. Is my volume back up? Thumbs up if my volume's back up. Okay, awesome. I'm telling you, I'm excited about the Philippines, folks. And Janie, to answer your question, can we start talking to our former distributors in the PI in the Philippines yet? I would be, absolutely. I absolutely would be. I have a friend right now in the Philippines. She's a leader. She has leadership mentality. She's already recruiting platinum packs. Okay. Platinum packs. And so just run these numbers. If you help create a team now that has 10 people in the Philippines, they come into a platinum pack month 1, and I'm targeting, my guess, and the company hasn't made an official thing, but you got to know that I am like on them, like, yeah, I'm on them like peanut butter on bread. Okay. I'm thinking April, May. Okay. I'm just telling you, I'm thinking April, May. It's not going to be sooner. So if you hear anybody say it's going to be sooner, they're full of baloney. But April, May is possible, barring any weird stuff going on. But the company's moving forward, regulatory, all of the checks and boxes. I'm just letting you know, I feel safe and confident and powerful in taking this story. Not like we're taking it half-baked or we're just exploring. We're going to go do it. And if you didn't notice that Pamela Ferry is now the Vice President of Australia and the Philippines. So if that's not a message to us, then wow, right? So if you build a team of 10 people, that's Pro 4 volume. Day 1, let's just say, April. If you build a team of 20 people, that's Pro 5 volume. If you build a team of 50 people who enroll with the Platinum Pack, they don't pay until then, but they commit now and they build the team. That's Pro 6 volume. I will say that when Mark and I decided to go to Japan, we were Pro 7. Okay, we were Pro 7, maintaining Pro 7 volume. And we made a trip in November, made some calls, made a trip in November, and we opened and then did meetings, pre-market meetings, no product to sell, no commissions to make. We just invested our time and our belief, and we brought in a couple of good people. And then we came back the next month, meetings, and then the next month, and then the next month. And for 6 months, we pre-marketed that and just went from meeting number 1 with 5 people to meeting number 2 with 7 people to meeting number 3 with 22 people, just literally like that. Onesies, twosies, had them sign a kind of a pseudo fake agreement. Yeah, we're going to do this with you. And 6 months later, in May of 2010, all of those applications went in 1 month. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds. I think 85 or 87% of every application that was filled out actually converted to a paying distributor enrollment. It was phenomenal, a phenomenal number. We had an incredible team culture. And Mark and I jumped from Pro 7 to Pro 9 in 1 month because of that 6 months of pre-market work. Well, how much time do we have before April, May of next year? About 6 months. Okay. And so we're going to be having, and Bob, I'm going to be on this meeting with Bob a week. What did we decide, Bob? It was November 3rd, correct?
November 2nd. I think it's that Monday night.
November 2nd. Okay, this will be on the calendar. This will be in the app and the CEO Pro app events calendar. This will be on the CEO Facebook community. November 2nd, we're going to do a Philippines meeting. Okay, this is a distributor's Philippines meeting, not necessarily for your contacts in the Philippines, but for you as a leader to launch that market into the Philippines. So we're going to be talking about pre-market tools that we're going to be sharing. some strategies, I've got a system where I'm gonna take them through a 1-3-9-27, create a genealogy of 40 people, right? That'll put you at knocking on the door Pro 6, by the way, on platinum packs. But we're gonna have a Philippine strategy meeting, okay? 1 week from last night. So if you want to be on that, get your team on that. If you've got a Filipino leader, right, and you want to be on that, you can be on that. But you need to be on that if you want to launch the Philippine market. Here's one thing I know about the Philippines. They're one of the most internationally minded cultures in the world, partly because of the economic need, right? The Philippines, the Filipino people have really dispersed all around the world, from Japan to Thailand to Nova Scotia, in order to economically benefit their families. So hugely excited for that, Bob. Thanks for that. Next section, we got to keep this call rolling. Somebody said I'm breaking up. Can you hear me? Thumbs up, Melanie, if you can hear me. Okay, good. I just quintupled my bandwidth at my house because Eileen the other day said, Seth, you need better internet. So I literally called them and I'm like, get me off this stinking plan. And I quintupled apparently the bandwidth that I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully you can hear me. Something I'm stinking excited about is a program for our customers to do what they naturally would want to do when they've had a good experience, and that is to share. So we're going to give it up to CEO Eileen Whipple, Pro 5 out of Arizona, to share this new customer, this new friends and family discount. Can you imagine sending a discount, a customer being able to offer discounts on the product? Eileen, would you take it away?
All right. Hey, thank you for having me. And oh my gosh, I am so excited about everything going on, and especially this friends and family discount. 6 years ago when I joined the company, there was a program that was phenomenal. This one beats it hands down. And I am so excited. So thank you for allowing me to share it. So you guys, number one, this is starting November 4th. So just like the Philippines, we get to start today prepping our people to explode on November 4th and thereafter. So what it is, basically, we're giving $10 to get $10. And many of us have already experienced this program in shopping online. I know that one of the companies I buy my groceries through, that if I send people my referral link, they get $5 off their first order, and I get $5 off my next order. It's that same concept, and it's so simple to share. So imagine this. We used to talk about referrals, and we know that's all good and not, but what if it turns into just word of mouth? So here's where you get your leverage. We always talk about leveraged income. This is leveraging your message. You start with you. You share this information with your PC. They're now excited to be able to share this with other people, to not only get their products paid for without joining the business since they don't want to work the business, but they can now get benefit by sharing with 2 friends. And then those 2 friends share with 2 friends. And those 2 friends share with 2 friends. And you can just see the exponential effect, right? This is so exciting. So let's talk about the details of this so you really get what you're going to be sharing with people. Number one, there's no limit to the $10 credits that can be earned. Can you just digest that for a minute? Your people, if they choose, can work so hard, they can get their products paid for, and you get the customers off of that, and you get those referrals. This is totally exciting. So, and this is for the next customer, the customer that referred them, they automatically get their $10 credit off of their next auto ship or their next one-time order. It is automatically applied. But get this little disclaimer, they have to spend it by the next month. So you're not going to have people out there accumulating $100 and then all of a sudden in February go make a $100 order. No, they have to continue on the product monthly. So this is really ingenious to get people involved and get those little discounts so they keep getting products, and maybe they'll try new products with it, right? So let's look at it 100%. If the bottle of Pro Tandem in the US is $49.99, Your PC referral friend of family, they get a discount of $10. Their bottom line is $39.99. For you, what does that mean? This is really important. So your sales commissions, where your regular PV on a bottle of Pro Tandem is 40 PV, the commissionable volume is 40 PV. You do get reduced for the discount of $10, giving you a new commissionable volume of 30 PV. So what does that mean in dollars and cents? Your fast start bonus. And by the way, this is so cool because your friend, family, and then your PC get a discount, and then you get the fast start bonus. So if you're at the 40% payout of 30 PV, you're getting $12 on that bottle of Pro Tandem. If you're at a payout of 30%, then you're going to be getting $9. What else could you ask for? And this is the other cool part. That 40 PV is counted 100% towards your rank advancement, towards you keeping your rank. So you're keeping the full 40 PV. It's just the commissionable volume that changes. So for the PC who did the referral, they next month, they decide to buy a bottle of Pro Tandem at $49.99. They get $10 off, $39.99. What if they refer 2 people? They're down to $29.99. What if they refer 3 people? $19.99. Let's jump if they refer 5 people. They get a free bottle of Pro Tandem. And yes, that will affect your commissions for your residual base. So let's look at what that looks like for you for that leveraged income. Let's just assume that this PC is on your 5% payout level as the subscription is placed every single month. So normally, oh, I'm skipping ahead. I'll get to that in a second. So I apologize. Let me recap here. The referral purchase, we already talked about that. So if they purchase in November, those credits must be used by December 31st. And they can, that's what that is about. So let's look at the sales commissions. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. So sales commissions, 40 PV down to 30 PV. So let's pretend they are on your 5% level. This is where I was. That payout is now $1.50 because that's 30 per 30 commissional volume. All right. If you have any questions, refer to the income. Anyway, refer to the business. I'm kind of lost in my brain right this second. I apologize. So here we go. What do you get out of it? This is the coolest thing. So you get a new customer. You get 40 PV. Your organization grows, and you're closer to a share in the bonus pool. 5 people, 500 PV. Check that out. That's really cool. Possible outcomes: the customer is engaged longer. The customer of the customer shares, the customer of the customer shares, and it just goes on and on. And remember, this is network marketing at its finest. It is word of mouth and the customer telling another customer. So you might be thinking, oh gosh, I'm losing out on $4 from the fast start bonus if you're paid at 40%. And I'm losing out on 50 cents from the leveraged income. Remember, guys, short-term gains do not make for a marathon. If you, this business and building this business for the leveraged income we want long-term is for long-term. And think of that, and think of the people you will be able to have contacts and what your expansion of your business can grow as you continue to educate them. So action steps, this is what you need to do. 1, you need to print customers and distributors off from your back office, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Call and educate your current customers, re-engage distributors, show them how to access their unique link, and give them support with shareables and scripts through your own Facebook groups. If you need a Facebook group, reach out to one of us. We can let you join ours with our personal customers. How are you going to be successful doing it? Get that, you guys? You see that? ITT, it. How are you going to be successful? November 9th, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, CEO is hosting a friends and family Zoom. This is where you're going to invite your customers. This is where you're going to invite your customers' customers to come and be appreciated. get them educated on more product information, and let them know about the Friends and Family program. This is for you to be able to grow your business and you can be most successful. Let's look at how to get a list of customers and distributors. And this PowerPoint is posted in CEO. And so you can refer to this. I'm going to breeze right through this. Log into your back office, go to downline, go to detailed genealogy. Step 4, in order status, make sure you click all the squares. And then it's going to populate. But before you get it populated, you want to go to format. And under format, the A is what you're going to do first. B, you're going to clear all your displayed columns. C, you're going to highlight the things you want. So what you want is their cell phone and their home phone. I found on my back office list, many people listed their primary phone as a home phone, even though it is their cell phone. So make sure you print off both of those. Their enrollment date is something important to me because then I can talk to them more like I know them. And their subscription status and the last time they ordered. Those are things I found important. And then you move them all over into the displayed column. You can do those one at a time or in a group. Then on the right-hand side, click Update Report. This is what your report will look like. You can now take action. How do you print it? You click on the right thing on your mouse and you click print and boom, there you go. And you've got your papers. Now, we were recently given these products. They're going to be in CEO. So how to access your link for your personal customer, I'll let you guys read through that. You're totally capable of that and they're not live yet. And then how to help your customers launch a Facebook party, have social media tips. Here's another document that will be in CEO. Last, here we go. Thank you, you guys, for letting me share with you tonight. I am excited about this program. I know it will help our businesses grow exponentially. So start today preparing for the excitement for the Friends and Family discount. It's starting November 4th for those new customers, and then November 9th, mark your calendars for CEO, Friends and Family gathering to help educate everybody. Thanks for letting me share.
Wow, powerful. I agree with Debbie and Vandy Flake, who are populating the chat box. Incredible, concise, clear explanation and training, Eileen. Hats off, literally. Tipping my hat to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'll tell you where I'm going to be November 9th. I'm going at 7 p.m. I'm going to be right here. That's a Monday night. That's 2 weeks from last night. Okay. I'm going to be right here on this channel participating in that Friends and Family give 10, get 10. I love that slogan, by the way. Give 10, get 10. That's where I'm going to be. And I'm going to be on this, Zoom channel with my customers. That's where I'm going to be with my customers. What am I going to do before then? Exactly what Eileen showed. I'm going to print out the list of my customers. I'm going to be calling my customers, previous customers, current customers, terminate, expired customers, people who got off the product, and just say, hey, want to thank you for trying it. We're going to put some scripts together in the invite and the calendar event in CEO before that event. So you well, what do I say? We'll put some ideas, but I'm just going to tell them, listen, hey, I appreciate you getting on the product. Listen, I'm hosting a Friends and Fam for all of my friends who've ever been on the product. I'm hosting a Friends and Family online meeting. Number one, to say thank you. And we're going to talk about thanking them for supporting small business. Okay. They're supporting your business. They're supporting the fabric of economic freedom in this country or in whatever country you're in. So we're going to tell them thank you, right? And then we're going to educate them. We're going to have customers sharing their stories about their experiences on the product. Okay. Not just distributors, customers sharing their story to other customers. We're going to showcase the products. So we're going to basically educate them and upsell them about products that they maybe don't know about. Hey, can you say new flavors of Axio, etc.? Maybe they're not on skincare, hair care, right? And then we're going to teach them, and we're going to get this all done. You know, we're going to make it happen. We're going to rehearse. Okay, it's not going to be in usual Seth Mulder fashion. It's going to be short, but we're going to have some fun with it. We'll probably do some product giveaways on that call, right? Hey, mix the number. Can anybody answer this? A customer, and we're going to be giving product away so customers can walk away with something. We're just going to have some fun. It'll be a party, but we're going to launch the Friends and Family Give 10, Get 10. We're going to tell them about our program, about how they can shop and give 10 to their friends that they know and get 10. So that's coming up. We're going to do the first one. It's going to be awesome. Love you, babe. See ya. So super excited about that. Thank you. 2 things. Well, we got 1.5 things left to cover in the next 10 minutes. And my hat's off to everybody who's just made this stupendous, awesome recap meeting. First, a little story. So I'm going to share a little photo. I'm going to share a photo here as I'm telling my story, because I'm all about visual stories. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Eileen, can you give me a verbal when you, or just a thumbs up? I can see you. Thumbs up. You see this screen? Okay. This is what here's my story. I'm in the post office the other day. Now, I'm not going to say that I was mailing product to an unopened country. I'm not going to say that. You can read into that, Philippines. But I was sending a gift to a friend. Okay, I was sending a gift to a friend, and I was filling out customs forms since I was sending it across international borders to a friend of mine. And of course, I live a simple life. This is what I wear, right? I wear a next level t-shirt. I wear a CEO t-shirt just about every single day. Okay. It makes wardrobe choosing super simple, by the way. Okay. Talk about minimalism. And if I don't have one of those, then I have one of these on my head, because I am searching for one thing, folks, and I'm bringing one thing to the world. Read it, baby. Freedom. Right. So I'm filling out this customs form, and there was a lady at the counter being helped by the Postal Service counter attendant, and she walks by me as she's done. It was just kind of weird, it's like somebody's watching you or something, and I kind of turn, and she's like, "Your shirt, it says creating entrepreneurs online. What is that?" Right? And so that started a conversation. I said, "Oh, I do online business." "Well, what kind of product?" Genetic activation. She's like, "Oh, are you with LifeVantage?" And I was like, "What?" Right? I mean, this is Salem, Utah, small town, right? This place has two stoplights. And it turned out that she was a former customer, and we had a nice little conversation, and I recommended she get back to her distributor and get back on the product, because she said, "I had been thinking about getting back on the product." And I said, "You absolutely need to." She's like, "Has it helped you?" And gave me an opportunity to share a story. Okay. So now, one interesting thing about this CEO armor is it does not say LifeVantage on it. And by the way, that's by design. It says it's all about my mission and our mission to bring economic freedom, to flip the switch on your bank account. But I will tell you that I wear these everywhere, and I get comments, and that's more than any other swag. That's why I don't call it swag. I call it armor, right? This is my CEO armor. It reminds me of who I am, what I'm doing, what I came to do, and what I'm willing to give up to do it. And it also communicates a message to everybody else. I've gotten more comments from this armor in a year or two than I've had in 18 years in the industry wearing any other swag, like my Axio swag, love my Axio shirts, or my LifeVantage swag, right? So I choose to promote this brand. If you don't have CEO armor, go ahead and PM me. Okay, we don't even have a website to order it yet. We're working on that. We're too busy recruiting and helping people duplicate to go build an online shopping cart. I need to hire somebody to do that. But we have black and pink shirts and hats in stock right now. Don't hesitate to get some of those, or go to the CEO community and search it, and you can get all the details and price. But I do want to show you this. Oh, because that's the black. Dude, are these stinking hot, by the way? Anyway, they are stinking hot. Love them. we are introducing some new flavors. Okay, Axio got new flavors. We got new flavors. These should be in. We're having them manufactured. They should be in. We're introducing the gray hat. Absolutely love this one. I had a few mock-ups done. We have the blue. This is the unisex, by the way. The blue V-neck shirt. This is the men's and women's. It's the same cut as the black shirt, okay, but it's V-neck, okay, because we've had massive demand for V-neck in blue. So there it is, same shirt. And we have the blue hat coming in as well. PM me if you want to wear some armor, okay? All right, stop the share, and we're going to get on to double XL. We will have double XLs, yes. We have double XL in the current colors, black and pink, Michael Jeffers. But in this new colors, in the blue V-neck, we will have those. Grace, if you want those, PM Seth Mulder, private message, Seth Mulder, okay? You want to have it all, Marjorie, I love it. By the way, they're 15 bucks. This is cheap. If you know how people sell swag, we've offered this at like, yeah. And I'll tell you one reason, because we want it out there in all of our teams. So they're regularly priced 20 bucks, but we've got them on an intro offer, 15 bucks for any one item, or 3 for 40. 3 of any item, mix and match, hats, shirts, whatever, for 40 bucks. So I'm having fun with it. That's what I wear everywhere. I've got my shirts and my hats, and I wear them everywhere. So let's get to the last thing. And maybe the last thing is the most important. I don't know. I kind of think it is, because it's the subject matter that we're going to talk about. A 100% business. Yes, Carolee Gold, great Christmas gifts. Okay, I'll tell you, you know what? I've got people who aren't even in the company who've ordered CEO shirts, right? I've got cross-cultural people out of our company, right? They're like, that's nice. Out of our teams, right? Not even in network marketing who want CEO. CEO is a message that is pretty wide. So I love the conversations that started. But what I want to talk about is building a 100% online business, because if you would have told me 5 years ago that I was going to be building an international networking marketing business totally online, I would have said, no way, not going to happen, not going to do it. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I fought against things like that because you couldn't do it. Today, if you're trying to do it any other way, it's going to be, it's like find wall and bang your head. Okay. If you don't have an online system, and I'm not talking about sending somebody a YouTube link, I'm talking about a system, then how can you hope to build a duplicable leadership business? Okay. And that's what we have. I am so proud of what the people, many of you who I work with on a daily basis are doing. You're posting incredible numbers. You're posting better numbers than you ever have. I will say I'm posting predictable numbers. I know that when I put 10 people into the CEO Pro app and 10 people click on those links, that I'm going to enroll at least one or more. I know that. Why? Because the numbers prove it, right? And so our system is predictable. Here's the cool thing. How cool is it that the company LifeVantage now is running a business that you can build completely online, not just CEO team, but the entire company, right? They've introduced tools where everybody can build a completely online business in 1, 2, 3 steps, right? And we've called it a 3-step system for the last year and a half as we've been building CEO and launched the CEO Pro app. And recently we changed that. It's still 3 steps if you're going to count them numerically. But now the magic word is what? ITT. Yes, Eileen. ITT. And so I'm going to invite you to get with the rest of the company, okay? Or now maybe we can invite the rest of the company to get with us because we've been already doing it, right? But we're running ITT. You want to build this business? It's ITT, and it's an online ITT business. I invite them to a first touch tool, okay? T, give them the next tool that shows them the whole story, the LifeVantage overview. T, bring them to the team. Invite them on a three-way with your upline, three-way voice messaging, three-way Facebook messaging, video messaging. Bring them to, the CEO meetups that we do 3 times a week live, right? Which are phenomenal. Any one of those, Matt, it's all the same. It's team, ITT. Invite to the first touch, tool to the overview, and team meetup. And that's how you're going to recruit. That's how you're going to grow. And all of that stuff is online. No questions about what's the video. What video are you going to show? What video am I going to show? We're all using the same video. And we decided to implement the videos that the company made. Okay. After critiquing them, like we all like to critique videos, right? And if I could have critiqued ABC News video day one, I would have, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that I played dumb and I didn't critique the ABC News video like I did in later years to take the original 9-minute video down to a 7-minute video, down to a 6.5-minute video, down to a 5-minute video, down to a 3.5-minute. Some of you know what I'm doing, because some of you, Fred, you and I have spent many hours just distilling these videos down to the bare essentials, right? But I'll tell you what, and Lisa Thompson, I mean, you were sharing that video in the 9-minute version. Listen, that's how we built our business. I'm going to invite you not to get too attached to any one video. Okay. I'm going to sell the system. Okay. And so I'm happy to have the these 2 new videos, the invite to the first touch video, 3 minutes, the tool LV overview, 22 minutes. Okay. If I wanted to critique it, I'd say get it under 18. You know what? Show the dang video. Okay. Show the dang video. If they're interested, they'll be here. If they're not, they won't. 15, 18, 22 minutes. Don't worry about it. Can it be improved upon? Sure. But the biggest improvement you can make to the system is actually to implement the system. So ITT, we're doing Operation 25 ITT. In other words, you're going to take this document, which I'm about to show you. Eileen, you're going to be on my screen. So if you can be my eyes in the sky when it comes up in 3, 2, 1, it's go time. Eileen, is it there? Okay, this is the CEO new distributor launch. It's very, very, very similar to the company's new distributor launch, but we appropriatized it for our teams and for your teams. I don't care which one you use, but this one's just going to be a shortcut since it's got all the stuff that you specifically need for your team. This document was updated today. Thank you, Eileen Whipple, for all your work on that. And if my Facebook wasn't being a big pain in the butt, it would already be uploaded, but it'll be uploaded before I go to bed tonight. Okay, as version 2.2 of this document. Okay, new distributor launch is going to take people through what they need to do, how you're going to launch them in the business, and boom, it comes down to this right here. Isn't that beautiful? ITT. This is your system. Invite, tool, team. And Operation 25 ITT is this. In the next 30 days, now, before the end of November, you're going to take this system to 25 people. And I'm going to highly invite you to go to those 25 people, and they say yes, they'll look at it to say, here's the deal. It's a simple three-step system. I call it ITT. It's online. Will you give me less than 60 minutes of your time and go through all 3 steps and tell me where you stand? Okay. By doing so, you're going to have a lot more people actually do ITT instead of I or IT or IT, right? The more people you have jump through the funnel, the more people you have jump in your business. Okay. So don't be afraid to set that expectation. If they're willing to get the information, if they're willing to spend 5 minutes for you, then a lot of those people, if you just set the expectation up front, that after they say, yeah, I'll take a look at it, then just say, okay, awesome. Less than 60 minutes of your time. We can break it up into 3 simple steps. And can you run through that in the next 5 days? Does that make sense? Super, super powerful. And Valin's been doing this, right, Valin? You did that and people said, yeah, I'll do that, right? I'll do that. So
yes, it works. It works.
It works. So Operation 25 ITT, go to work the next 30 days. Here's what we're doing with the CEO Pro app. We're running contests. Again, if you're using the CEO Pro app, you know that we're running a contest, and I just want to give a huge props props and shout out to those people who are on the top of these leaderboards right now. This is since Saturday, guys. Check this out. Operation 25 ITT, first leaderboard is for the invite. So inviting to the first touch video, the flip the switch video, okay? Bob McEachern. Bob McEachern. Wave, Bob. Bob's on this call tonight. He's already got 19 people who've engaged in that 3-minute video, folks.
Well, there's one more that's watching it right now.
Love it.
I want to get 20,
And-
25 in the first week.
Oh man, I love it, Bob. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Folks, these are not people who are clicking on the link and watching for 2 seconds. The system won't count that as a point. These are people who are watching this video. This is people who are filling out the surveys. They're going through step 1 fully. Okay. That's stinking powerful. Bob's number 1 on our leaderboard right now, by the way, at 19. Fred Hodgins from Canada is also on that leaderboard at number 2 with 12. Awesome. Florence La Roca from Puerto Rico is number 3 on that leaderboard right now with 11. Folks, this is since Saturday. Does this get you excited? Shout out to Maria Pallone, Jason and Rachel McDaniel, Lauren and Anna Merrill, Marjorie Ham, Cody Pruitt, Trish Dixon, Bruna Pallone, Michael Jeffers, and Owen Beck, who round out the top 12. And then if I look at the top 15, Lillian Meredith, Salmon Vandy Flake, Jacob Blackburn, also on that list. Thanks, guys. There is another leaderboard. That's the step 2 leaderboard for the tool, right? Watching that video. Fred Hodgins right now is number 1 at four presentations already this month since Saturday. And Marjorie Ham's already got 3. So that's what we're doing for Operation 25 ITT, a simple online system. All of these things can be done online. You don't have to go to a coffee shop to do this. You don't have to host an in-home. Not saying don't do those things, okay? But this is faster. If you want to do those things, they'll only supplement and augment the growth of your business. But I'm telling you, you can build your business incredibly fast and efficient with this Operation 25 ITT. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody on the, I'll say on leaderboard number 1, the top one, let's see right now, it's reloading here. I'm seeing if Bob's got 20 yet. He had 19. Okay, he's still at 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the top 5, Bob McEachern, Fred Hodgins, Florence La Roca, Maria Pallone, Jason and Rachel McDaniel. You guys are top 5. And then on the other leaderboard, the top 2, Fred and Marjorie. So Fred, you're in there twice. Okay. Your choice CEO Armor. Okay, that's the drawing for the day. Your choice CEO Armor. Let me know. Shipping's on us. We're sending these out to you. Just send me your address and what you want, size, color. And boys, if you want pink ones, that's cool too. Okay. We're doing another drawing November 2nd, next Monday night. If you're on the leaderboard, if you show up on this leaderboard, you're in the drawing for swag, for swag and other prizes. If you're in the top 3 at the end of the month, it's cash prizes. Okay. So that's ways that we're supplementing the team in just playing the game and having fun. But I can tell you this.
That's incredible.
This is the simplest approach I have had in 18 years as a professional and 17 years as a 6-figure earner. This is the most simple, simplistic, available, duplicatable, trackable, commissionable system that I've ever seen. Now, the only thing that is left to do is to make it the most implemented system, right? What I can tell you is this: everybody else in the company is going to be doing this. Everybody else in the company is going to be doing ITT. They're going to be showing the same videos, the same first touch video. We can put that question to rest, can't we? We've been arguing about that for the last 5 years. Well, which video should we? Well, I like this version. I like this version. I like this version. Well, which tool video? Well, I like the Skip Campbell one. I like the Seth Mulder one. I like the Rachel one. I like the Carrie Dickey one. Well, which one? No, well, I don't know which one I like, so I'm not going to show it to my friend, and maybe I'll get. here's what you can guarantee. All the growth that you're going to see is going to come from this system. And so if you're not doing it, it's going to be really simple. There's only going to be one place that Seth Mulder can look and realize that he needs to make an improvement, and it's going to be in my mirror. Does that make sense? In other words, we're taking out the worries about, well, it's about that team. They, well, they just have that unique video that they're showing, or their meetings are better, or their presenters are better. It's not that. To get a company doing $232 million all on the same page with as much ego, and I say that in a tongue-in-cheek, kind of a funny slapstick, just reality, not a bad way, but there's a lot of strong leaders in this company. For everybody to come on the same page and for leaders to create a system. This is not a company created system. Thank you, Hail Mary and hallelujah, because the companies know nothing about building the business like you and I do. As much as I love them and Brian Dixon, he did his job in the laboratory, not out there in the field. That's our business, and should be our business. This system is developed for you, for us, by us. So there's only one thing to do, and that's to go to work. I'll close my remarks with this. As I sat in convention, I've had this happen a couple of times Brian Dixon, are you still here? Brian Dixon's here. You got to be careful what you say, folks. Now, you know what? Huge kudos to our executives. He didn't just pop in here and do what was required of him or asked of him, the bare minimum. He's here for Brian, man, that's top notch. Man, that's top notch. I'll say this. There have been a few times in my career where I really felt like there was an opportunity in front of me, and other people around me were going to go and get it. And, that's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to beat other people necessarily, right? But it just solidified the opportunity for me. And I realized that if I didn't go do it, I was literally going to leave the opportunity sitting on the table. It wasn't, well, maybe some people are going to be successful. There's going to be people who climb to master right here, guys. There are people who are going to use this and implement this and utilize these systems that we're doing, and the friends and family, give 10, get 10, and the international expansion. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm anticipating to launch at least a new elite leg in the Philippines. And frankly, based on the people on here, multiple new elite legs. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars in 6 months of work that we're going to post in one day. And I promise you this, that'll change my family's life, because there are things that I want too. And I know the things that you want. And so it's go time. All gas, no brakes. We've never been here building online before with ProTandem. It never happened. We built this in LifeVantage 1.0. It was all about belly to belly, 100%. And the market has shifted, and there are companies, our brother and sister companies, competitive brother and sister colleague companies in the marketplace that are building it online right now. It's our turn to go do that. And I can promise you this, I said this 11 years ago in the corporate office. If nobody comes with me, I'm going to go build this by myself, and I'm going to take it to the top. And I'm going to say it again. If nobody comes with me, Seth Mulder knows that Seth Mulder is going to go build this. And I'm going to invite you to make that same stand. You take that same stand, burn the ships, and go to work. So that's a wrap. I want to thank everybody. The chat box been alive and just massively chatty. You guys have been chatty tonight. Thank you so much. For those that want to join Power Hour, we got so many good calendar items, so many meetings and meetups and Power Hours happening every day, implementing this business. And I can tell you there are people on here who are there every day, and they're growing their business. They're bringing in distributors. They're bringing in customers. They're doing things that they've never done. And so if you've been on the sidelines, I'm inviting you to come back. Come back to the dinner table. Come back to the family. Come to the team, because you're needed. There are people that only you can touch. And I promise you that there are people who are praying right now for something in their lives. There are people who are searching for something in their lives. And you and I can be the people that bring that to them. But you don't need their permission. You don't need anybody's permission for this. You just need your own permission to go and be the absolute best you can be. And that's going to be enough. So there are things that only you can do. I can't do your business. I can't do your business, but I'll tell you what, I'll take, I'm going to get a little cheeky right now, but I'll take your people, right? You should know that. You should know that if you don't do this, Fred Hodgins is going to come down from Canada and his network is going to network. And that's just the way it works. You know, it's not bad. It's just the way it works. That somebody you know is going to be recruited and not work with you because you chose to give it up. And it has actually happened to me. It has actually happened to me. And I'm grateful for it because it's kicked me in the butt and said, you know what? I shouldn't have played small. I need to reach bigger. So, you know what? The official recording is off.